Hey guys, Harley here, welcome back to the channel. Just got some major updates with the Ride Now tubes. I've been a major advocate for them. Anyone that's seen the previous videos would know that, versus the Tubolito. There has been some major updates with the Ride Nows, the way they're made and also the pricing and the stock availability. So I just wanted to share that with you, show you here first, so you know what you're buying. Guys, the first major change I wanted to show you between the Ride Nows is they're now coming with this red end cap. And what I've found is that with the ones with the red end cap, you cannot remove the valve core. This is one that I tried to remove because I've been removing them ever since I've been getting them, when they used to have a black end cap, and it's ended up snapping that off. So that's not coming out of there. And that was a big benefit for me going over the Ride Nows, over the Tubulitos, was because I could put a valve extender on there, which was a real benefit. You can no longer do that. The Tubolito comes in a 60 and an 80. With the Ride Nows, they come in a 65 and an 85. So if you've got a 60mm rim, you can fit a Ride Now straight on there. If you've got a Tubolito with a 60mm rim, you still have to put an extender on it. So you need to buy the 80s. That was the big reason why I really like the Ride Nows, because you could chop and change. Now you can no longer do that. So it's very important that when you get yours, you sort of see, because they've obviously changed it up, and they haven't advertised that online, but you won't be able to pull that out, unfortunately. So that's a big one to know. I just want to do the weigh ups for you now so you can see the differences. So let's start that. Guys, while you're here, please remember to like and subscribe. Like the video if you do get something out of it, and subscribe for future content. If you hit the little bell notification, every time I release a vid, you'll get notified as well. Cheers. With the Ride Now, they're advertised at 36 grams. Now with the new end cap, they're 32. Now they were always 32 before. If you look at my other videos, they were always under. So the end cap hasn't made a difference, but I've just noticed that the red end caps, you definitely cannot remove the valve core without snapping it off. Then you've got the Tubolito. These are meant to be 39 grams. And they're 40, and that, again, on my scales, they were always 1 gram over, so that hasn't changed. And then you've got your old normal rubber tube with an 80mm valve on it, or stem on it, and they're 110. So if you swap out 2 of these tubes and put in 2 Ride Nows, there's a weight saving of 148 grams, let's call it 150 grams, and they're a lot cheaper than having to do the same thing with a Tubolito. They're basically half the price, as I'll show you now. Okay guys, well this is the AliExpress site where you buy the Ride Now tubes. It's aliexpress.com. When it comes up, this is what the site will look like. You go up to the top here and you type in Ride Now, which is one word, and up pops all the different vendors with all the different prices, okay? Each one of these is a certain shop or a certain vendor in China that's on selling these Ride Nows, okay? Now what I wanted to show you, another big difference, not only have they stopped the removable valve core, but the price has jumped again. So when I did my first video, I picked up 12 of these tubes in bulk for $11. Then I put out a video on them. That was the first one. I'll link above, you can check that out. Then after a few months of riding them and testing them, I went back again and did a second lot, bought a second lot and did a second video, and they were then $16 each, or $15.50, or whatever it turned out to be. So the price had gone up. I've since bought another 2 lots of them at that price, at the 16. I've gone back last night and went to order some more, and they've jumped up again. Now that is textbook China for you. Came in really cheap. People have got a hold of it. Now the demand's there, they're slowly upping the price. If you have a look here, so $23, $28, $23, $28, some guys charging $33. It's gone up again, right? Now, what they've done here, there's a guy who's selling them for $10, but there's a limit of 1 per customer. So that's, again, a really good ploy from them, is to get people in, try one for $10, then when you like them, you come back and pay $23. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. That's another negative for them. The price has gone up. Still a lot cheaper than our friends over here with the Tubolito, which are $39.99. Good news about BikeBug as of today, they're in stock, which the last 2 videos I've done, I've gone to check them, no stock available, and what do? You have to go back to your rubber tube from your local bike shop. So that's a good thing for Australia. You can get the Tubulitos, but they're still nearly double the price. So $23 for these Ride Nows is still almost half price. Okay, and you saw from the weigh ups, they are lighter. They're the same as the Tubolito where they don't have the removable valve core, but they are lighter and they're nearly half price. There's still better value in that regard. What I found though, I went back to BikeBug to check out the Pirellis. These were $35 last time I checked them. They've jumped to $43.99, so they're dearer than the Tubolito. And I'm guessing that's just because of the name Pirelli. It's a much more substantiated name than Tubolito, for instance. But that's ridiculous, you know, $44, and look, they're sold out. You can't even get them. So look, still a big advocate for the Ride Nows. You can see here, this guy, they've got the 45mm and the 85mm valves that you've got to get. You can, though, as you saw before, no longer the removable valve core. You can see here in the picture, it's still got the black cap, that's actually false advertising because they're not that anymore. So just be aware of it, because if you're I must have been getting some that were old stock, like the vendor I picked must have had 6 months old stock, so I was getting ones that you could remove the valve core, but now I've bought the latest batch I've just had, you can't do it. So just be aware of that. They are a bit dearer, still better value though, in my opinion, than a Tubolito, and shitloads better than the Pirelli. So yeah, just wanted to give you that. That's the update. Hope you got something out of it. Well guys, there you have it. Some major upgrades to the pricing and also the valve system and the removable core that you used to have. I'm still running them. I still think that they're better than the Tubulitos, just money wise, value wise. And they've always got stock in China, so I don't sort of run out. So still a big advocate for them. Just thought I'd let you know, because I don't want you to buy something from my recommendation and then you get the product delivered to your door and it's not the same thing. So hope you got something out of it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, take it easy.